Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dr. Kyle Explains, your YouTube channel where we go through GCSE Science content quickly and easily. Today we're going through the electronic structure of atoms and ions. So if you like the sound of that, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, grab a pen, grab some paper, and let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to quickly go through some rules on how to draw your electronic structure. So in the first shell, you can draw up to 2 electrons. In the second shell, you can draw up to 8 electrons. In the third shell, you can draw again up to 8 electrons. And in the fourth shell, you can draw up to 18 electrons. Now, using sodium as an example, we'll now apply these rules to draw our electronic structure. So sodium has an atomic number of 11, and so that means it has 11 protons and 11 electrons. Now, if you aren't sure how to work out the numbers of protons, electrons and neutrons from your atom, then please do go back through my videos and find the video on subatomic particles and mass and charge of atoms, where I go through this in a bit more detail. So using my rules then, we've got 11 electrons for sodium. So we put our first 2 electrons in the first shell. That's now full. We've then got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons in the next shell. That shell's now full. And so obviously we've done 10 so far. So we've got 1 more electron to go. 1 electron in that first shell there. And that's now done. And then we would write 2, 8, and 1 to complete our electronic diagram. Okay, so what does this show us? So in this diagram now of sodium again, I've got 1 electron on the outer shell, and so that means it's in group 1. If I had an atom with 2 electrons in the outer shell, it would be in group 2. 3 electrons, group 3, etc. And again, for sodium, I've got 1, 2, 3 shells or energy levels, and so it's in period 3. If it had 2 shells, it would be in period 2, 4 shells, period 4, etc. You can also identify the group number by the last number for the electronic configuration in its written down form. Okay, so I'd like you to have a go now. So what I'm going to do is I've got hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine and potassium down here. So the proton number for hydrogen is 1, oxygen is 8, chlorine is 17, and the atomic number for potassium is 19. So draw in your shells. Write down hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine and potassium and their atomic numbers, and then I'd like you, using the rules that we've just gone through, to draw in the electronic configurations for all of these. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, great. So hydrogen, nice and easy. 1 electron in the first shell. Job done. You write down 1 there. That's that one finished. Oxygen then. So 2 electrons in the first shell. That's now full. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's now 8 in total, and so the electronic configuration is 2 and 6. Chlorine then, 2 electrons in the first shell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in total. And so I've finished off all of my electrons. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the outer shell. That's perfect for chlorine. Potassium then. 1, 2 electrons in the first shell. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And so to finish these 2 off, for chlorine, I've got 2, 8, and 7. And for potassium, I've got 2, 8, 8, and 1. And so you can tell from these that hydrogen would be in period 1 because it's got 1 shell. And it sometimes is placed on group 1 because it has 1 electron in its outer shell. But because it's not a metal, it also is sometimes placed in the middle, just at the top of the periodic table on its own. Oxygen is in period 2 because it has 2 shells. And it's in group 6 because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons on the outer shell. Chlorine is in group 7 because it has 7 electrons on the outer shell and it's in period 3. And potassium is in group 1 with the same as sodium, but this time it's in 1, 2, 3, 4, period 4. Really well done if you got that right. Okay, so now we're going to look at how to form an ion. So an ion is an atom or a particle with a charge. And so quite simply what this means is if you have potassium, that's not an ion. But if you had K+, it has a charge, that is an ion. If you had fluorine, not an ion. F-, that's an ion. Or it could even be hydroxide, OH- like that, that's an ion because it's got a charge. So if it has a positive or a negative, it's an ion. So how do you form them? So again, I've got my sodium on the side here, 23 and 11 protons, 11 electrons. And so here, we know we've got 11 protons and 11 electrons. And so hopefully we know that's 0 in charge overall, because we've got 11 positives, 11 negatives, they cancel each other out to give a neutral charge. Now, sodium wants to lose 1 electron, and when it does that, it still has 11 protons, 11 positives, but now it only has 10 electrons. And so hopefully we can see we've got 1 more positive than we have negative. And so therefore the overall charge now of the ion, because it's lost that 1 electron in its outer shell, it's gone, it now turns the overall charge to +1. So that's why potassium forms a +1 ion. Okay, so I'd like you to have a go now. Try and form the chloride ion from the chlorine atom. So just to remind you, 35.5 and 17. We've previously drawn the electronic structure of chlorine a couple of slides ago. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Have a think. What is the chloride ion going to look like? Is it going to be easier to lose 7 or gain 1 electron? And then what would it look like and the charge on this side? Pause the video now and have a go. Well done. So hopefully we know we've got +1 electron. So chloride ion has an extra electron. And so here, we've now got an extra electron out there. So on this side, protons 17, electrons 17, positive, negative, neutral overall. Over on here, we've got protons 17. And this time we've got electrons 18. So we have 1 more electron. And so therefore the charge is -1. Really well done if you got that right. Okay, so today then we've described how atoms form ions, and we've gone through the rules that you should be able to draw the electronic configuration for the first 20 elements. Thank you very much for watching. Please do go through my other videos for more GCSE Science content. Please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and remember, if you need any more help with your GCSE Science, Dr. Kyle explains. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.